So this question was just, what is the difference between having an infinite loop where you have an error like this one that we can see an error message that says infinite loop, and an error message, not an infinite loop where you just click on the same button over and over again, but nothing happens. You never move on to the next screen. So this, and that's I love this question. So this happens when this is happening in your code. So in a code block, for example, it might be in a code block, it might be in an if statement, it might be that kind of thing. So we can discover where it's happening here. It might be when you have declared variables in the wrong order, so that it's looking for a variable, but it can't get past there to get at where the actual variable value is. And the infinite click, we should call it infinite click, happens when that is, for example, in a show if, or the value is defined in a question. If the value is defined in a question instead of in a code block, then it will look over and over again in the question. You will be the agent of infinity. So here the code is the agent of infinity, and in the other, you are the one creating the infinity, right? Because you're the one who's clicking next and next and next infinitely.
So that the difference between those kind of does tell you where to look for the error then.
Yeah, that is a clue. That's a great clue, and I love that question. That's a great question, and I should have answered it more more succinctly, but I was so excited. So the summary is an infinite loop that shows up like an error this way is in your code, in a code block, or something like it, because you can have code inside a question. But an infinite loop that happens when you click on something over and over again. And I think this will happen even in a code in a question, will happen when you have something hidden with a show if, for example, in a question. So this is in code, you get a code error. In question, you get an infinite question.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.